When it comes to boss fights and in general what makes a good boss, it's of course all subjective, but there is always those standouts in people's minds that I find collectively and we all agree are 10 out of 10 or are high up there, such as Orange Seed Smo, Radahn, Nameless King to some extent, or just, you know, some explicit Souls examples, and those are great. But of course, bringing in that subjectivity of I like this obscure boss fight in a random game, it really affected me in a way, and that's also something where I think it gets interesting, because you can objectively have a sound mechanical boss fight, do this then that, you can win like this, etc. But sometimes the boss is tied to something real like emotion. I find people gravitate towards. At some point I do want to do a larger video on my YouTube channel about boss fights and all of this stuff I'm talking about now, because really at some point boss fights are a culmination of mechanics, gameplay, story and more. While we think about areas, especially in Souls games, but just the mechanism of the boss fight would be really interesting to sit down and discuss. What do you guys think about what makes a good boss fight in general? Of course there are a lot of different factors that go into it, but what do you think makes a boss stick in your mind, instead of it just being a hard and normal enemy, it being an event or a culmination in the game? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time, and bye.